Welcome back to Roll for Recipe, the series where the dice are the head chef. I'll roll for some ingredients and then make a dish with them. Let's get rolling. First up, D12 restriction roll. That is 10 ingredient spotlight. We'll resolve that later. And another D12 for protein. 5 breakfast sausage. And now D10 for carb. 2 packaged ramen. And 2D24 seasoning. 1 pumpkin spice and 8 nutmeg, nice fall, wintry type flavors. And 2D24 produce. That is 7 cauliflower and 12 cabbage, continuing with a fall theme. And last but not least, the D100 wild magic roll. And that is a 24 Worcestershire sauce. And now we resolve the spotlight using a D8 roll sheet from Roll for Dinner. That is an 8 DM's choice, and y'all might think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna go with cauliflower. Here's a summary of everything that we rolled, so let's get cooking. So I'll get to why I picked cauliflower in a second, but first we're gonna make a braised red cabbage. I'm kind of leaning into these fall flavors of the pumpkin spice and the nutmeg, and I felt that braised cabbage would work pretty well with all that. So onto the cauliflower. Why did I choose it? Because it is very versatile. It's probably the most versatile ingredient we have here, and I'm gonna try to make both a cauliflower steak and a cauliflower puree for this dish. For the puree, I went pretty standard, vegetable stock, milk, and cream, boiled that, and added in our spice blend, which you see on screen right now. For the cauliflower steak, I'm gonna air fry it using the crushed up ramen as part of the breading instead of breadcrumbs. Admittedly, the breading was a little bit coarse. I think I should have probably blitzed it in a food processor, but we'll see how it turns out. Also, I'm not sure how popular pumpkin spice is outside the US. It's cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, ginger, sometimes allspice, which I think is pretty close to a lot of holiday blends in certain parts of the world. Get things plated up here. I wasn't really sure where to put the sausage, so I just kind of left it to the side, but everything looks pretty good. All right, this is definitely one of the stranger dishes we've made on this series. Bon appetit. So yeah, unsurprisingly, a lot of fall flavors here. They're all actually pretty cohesive. The ramen as breading isn't as bad as I was expecting. I still think blitzing it probably would have been better. Sausage is still a bit weird. I don't really know where it goes on the plate. It tastes fine with everything. But yeah, it just feels a little awkward. All right, I'm gonna give this one a 7.1 out of 10, and I'm going to call it Autumn's Call beef flour. As I said, the cauliflower steak, I'm not sure I'd ever do it quite like this again. And the sausages still feel a little awkward. They tasted fine with everything, but just felt awkward. With that said, the fall flavors had a nice cohesion across the whole dish and tasted quite nice. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to like and follow, and I'll see you next time.